Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdates 220630.4. He still hasn't hit the floor. Quite frankly, I'm impressed. More so because Bork's still there. Just wait till he finds out that we only have a lock with the transporter on the shuttle pod and not him. Shit's about to get painful. Hello everyone, welcome to the exhibition of stupid people. Today I'm going to start with a disclaimer. We are all on YouTube struggling, so understandably I'm going to clickbait the feck out of this by making it seem like I'm dedicating an entire video to rail on Count Dankula. I'm really not. I'm going to go through a lot of tweets that came because of one tweet concerning the Roe v. Wade overturning. I will not be giving an opinion on that because I really don't have one, but I will be using Dankula to get views if I can. Hi Marcus. Sorry if I'm using you. For those who don't know who he is, he rose to fame cosplaying as a Scottish person by sticking his penis in a can of iron brew, and really cemented his legacy as a fantastic VTuber by promoting the United Kingdom and no independence ever, because he loves England more than he does Scotland. I can't imagine why. Now I've got the usual bollocks out of the way, perhaps now would be a good time to put something relevant on the screen that will resonate with all of you. Salute the flag, secure the bag, enrage the hag, Justice Dankula. I'm somewhat surprised he didn't change his name to Justice Daddy Pringletube Dankula. Then again, I guess if you want the response he got, well, it was only a matter of time and inevitable that some gullible pricks on Twitter would see and think, yeah, there's a Justice Dankula in America. Justice Dankula, you know, of the Dank state, called Scotland, because they're trying to leave the United Kingdom, as everyone knows right now. They don't want to join the EU. No. They want to cross the Atlantic Ocean and link up with Grandpa Joe. I'm thinking barnstorming thundercut to anyone that thought that. Mr. Justice Pringletube Dankula did actually put out a video titled Roe v. Wade Overturned, and he did talk about the fact people spurged out in his direction because they really thought he was a Supreme Court justice. So what was the tweet that started this almighty spurgeoning? Well, it started as a reply to Joe Biden, who had tweeted, "Today is a very solemn moment for the United States. The Supreme Court expressly took away a constitutional right from the American people that it had already recognized. They simply took it away. That's never been done to a right that is so important to so many Americans." Many people are poking at that by pointing out whether or not it is or is not a constitutional right. Not going to be drawn in on it. Instead, we're going to go to Justice Dankula. "We were careful in our decision, Mr. President." Underneath, "I don't think you did though, Justice Dank." "But we did." "You weren't, Justice Dank." "Yes, we were." I took the liberty of archiving his home page while it was still Justice Dankula, and while many tweets and DMs were there, some of which are not, and we'll get to why soon. But I'm instead going to continue with other tweets. Justice Dankula, "I appear to have made some people upset." Justice Dankula, "You thought this would change my mind?" Elijah Schaefer had tweeted out a video of people twerking for abortions. Not sure why, but you know what? You do you, boo. Justice Dankula, a DM received. "You are a disgusting piece of human filth. Women in the USA are being heavily oppressed and you're joking about it? I can't believe you and other chuds can't admit that casual sex is now a normality and we women have a right to terminate, as there is no possible alternative that could be used to prevent such a thing happening beforehand. The only way I will forgive you for your transgressions is a singular picture of that mighty meat stump you have dangling between your legs. I hope you will do the right thing." I see we've set the bar really high, and it's veiny Pringletube with ginormous ballsack. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted out, "Forced pregnancy is a crime against humanity. Justice Dankula, then don't get pregnant." Mel, random white fat man speaking. Justice Dankula, which means you should listen. My friend TrupsLP told me that if you ever go on Twitter, you shouldn't tweet when angry, and you can tell who in all these exchanges so far is angry. Some rightly so, others misunderstood, others wrongly so. Depends on interpretation. And then you can tell who's LARPing and shitposting. It isn't overly complex. Now to go back to Biden's tweet, because there are more there, by the way. And if all of y'all would be careful, y'all wouldn't need an abortion. That was from Justice Dankula. Lisa, it's not that word women considered being careful, asking for half the population. Also, any advice on how to prevent ectopic pregnancy and miscarriages? We want to be careful on all. Justice Dankula, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. Matilda, and yet you're making decisions regarding women's bodies and lives. You don't get to choose what we do with our bodies. Hashtag abortion rights are human rights. Something tells me you might not have realized Justice Dankula is not a real justice. Dankula, pubs open, legs shut. Simple as. Now I want to go back to the homepage that I'd archived, because there's more golden tweets there, some of which you're going to notice a problem with. I wonder why. Justice Dankula. Jesus Lamau. DM. Your mother should have aborted you, you fat crusty white F. I hope your family gets shot down. Another DM. You're an F. I hope your wife dies. I also hope that you accidentally have a daughter with your wife and then your daughter gets pregnant at 13 and can't get an abortion. Dumbass, racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic bish. Media hidden. Is this a leaked picture of you in high school? Weird ass. You know, there are some words I can't say on YouTube without getting demonetized, and 3 of them are in this one DM. Kill yourself. It'll do society a favor. I'm your wife, assuming your fat ass has one. And then I'm going to stick a coat hanger up there myself and fish it out and make you eat it. Heard it tastes like bacon, and I know your fat ass loves bacon. I cannot write what I want to happen to you, but I hope it is painful and you suffer. I hope it is the most painful thing you will ever experience, and I hope that it will be the last thing that you experience on this earth. Justice Dankula. The most painful thing was seeing your profile picture. Izzy, why the F are we the ones that have to be more careful when I can get pregnant once a year? Meanwhile, men could impregnate hundreds of women a year. Get effed. Justice Dankula. Because we are better at pregnancy. Atiz Jusio. Sleep with your eyes open. A retweet of Justice Dankula. And if all of y'all would be careful, y'all wouldn't need an abortion. Retweet by Justice Dankula. That's not sleeping. This tweet was deleted by the tweet author. No idea what the original tweet was. Precious Ailey. Literally go F yourself. Justice Dankula. I'll be sure to be responsible and wear a condom. Justice Dankula with a picture of his dwarfish wife, Sue. Cannot believe these female empowerment people are attacking a fellow woman. A woman disabled with small no less. Anissa. I'm not the one to wish death upon others, but there's an exception for people like you. Go die an awful painful death. Why are you being a troll, you effing weirdo? Same guy who was found guilty of a hate crime after saying gas the Jews by the way. That's not true. Dankula, as he says here, dropped his own charges. For a bunch of supposed pro-women people, a lot of them are going after my wife who has nothing to do with this. LMFAO. Another DM. STFU. You're an effing man. You don't have an effing single idea what this means to women. You're an effing piece of shit. Well, I can say one profanity. Hope you die. You are putting women's lives at risk. Be careful and not get pregnant. Hope your daughter gets pregnant, needs an abortion because she's having complications and can't have one, so she's gonna die. See if you're doing any good. Unless you don't have kids, then you're just an F, who is fat and ugly and disgusting and just dies. F you, F all of you, F your mum too and your dad, you piece of shit. Justice Dankula. Must be her time of the month. Gerd 2022. You violated my rights. It's not your decision to make any choices about my body. There are no laws deciding what you can do with yours. Justice Dankula. Don't like it? Then don't have a government. Roxanne Techno Support. You're a man. You have no opinion on this and it is disgusting that you think you do. Justice Dankula. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Tweet deleted by author. I'm absolutely strapped under this gown. They made I'm sure it's another unalived tweet, wasn't it? I'll do 3 more tweets and then finish with a conclusion, final thoughts as it were. Raven Howl. I want to know how you can care so much about babies and not their mothers. Are you going to vote for more money allocated to welfare? Will there be scholarships for single moms and dads? Will there be more funding for foster homes or the adoption process? Justice Dankula. No. Get a job. Tweet deleted by author. Justice Dankula. You're literally a furry. Justice Dankula. Almost forgot to check the DMs. DM. Effing for God's sake. I'm ASD, so I can say, and you are a POS. Good job being careful in your decision on something you will never be affected by. You will go to hell. I pray for you your heart turns less dark and more warm so the American people may stop suffering. You should have taken away the Second Amendment instead. People are so mad, so blinded by their hate, that they willingly pounced on this because they saw the word justice in someone's name and the fact the profile picture made them look like a judge. So reactive, so impulsive. It is quite comical that your reaction isn't to find a solution to the problem but to send abuse, vile abuse at someone else who just used it for their own amusement. You can be certain when he wanked over this, it was the best wank he'd had in years.